Testing alcohol markers from the Action store on a coloring book page from Temu. Review: I tested the 99-cent alcohol markers from Action on a Temu coloring book page. As a passionate coloring enthusiast, I'm always on the lookout for new and affordable art supplies. So when I saw the alcohol markers at my local Action store for just 99 cents a pack, I was intrigued. The price was almost too good to be true, so I decided to put them to the test. For this experiment, I chose a coloring page from a coloring book I recently purchased from Temu. The paper in the book is a bit thin, which I thought would be a good challenge for the markers, as alcohol inks can bleed through paper easily. First impressions.
The markers come in a simple plastic blister pack. The colors on the caps look vibrant, but as any artist knows, that doesn't always reflect the true color of the ink. Each marker has a dual tip, a fine tip for details and a chisel tip for larger areas. The barrels are a bit thin, but they feel comfortable enough to hold.
The coloring process.
I started by swatching the colors on a separate piece of paper to see how they would look and to test for bleeding. I was pleasantly surprised by the color payoff. The colors were bright and saturated. However, as expected, they did bleed through the thin paper. Then I began coloring the Temu coloring page. The ink flowed smoothly from the markers, and I found it easy to blend the colors together. The fine tip was perfect for getting into small spaces, while the chisel tip made quick work of filling in larger areas. One thing I noticed was that some of the colors were a bit streaky, especially when I was trying to lay down a solid wash of color. This is a common issue with alcohol markers, especially with less expensive ones. Layering the color helped to smooth out the streaks, but it took a bit of patience.
The bleed through.
As I suspected, the markers bled through the coloring page. This wasn't a huge surprise given the thinness of the paper. If you plan to use these markers, I would recommend placing a sheet of protective paper, like a piece of cardstock or a plastic sheet, behind your page to prevent the ink from bleeding onto the next page.
The final verdict.
For 99 cents, these alcohol markers from Action are an absolute steal. While they aren't on par with professional-grade markers like Copic or Ohuhu, they are an excellent option for beginners, hobbyists, and anyone on a tight budget. They offer a great range of colors and are a lot of fun to use.
Pros.
Extremely affordable, vibrant colors, dual tips for versatility, good for blending.
Cons. Can be streaky, bleed through thin paper. Limited color range in each pack.
Overall, if you're looking for a fun and inexpensive way to experiment with alcohol markers, I highly recommend picking up a pack or two from your local Action store.
Just be sure to use them on a thicker paper or to protect the pages behind your work. Happy coloring!